mother. There's actually going to be a series of toasts proposed, so those people who are in the hallway, if you're not comfortable, please make yourselves comfortable. You're welcome to come in and lean against something and hear it.
Can I sit on the piano?
And helping my sister, her husband. Kevin. I was going to say my sister, my brother, and myself, and our spouses, but I decided in midstream to mention their names. To help us to celebrate Mom's 75th birthday.
It's a lie.
It must be a lie.
65th.
She's never been shy about her age. She's always taught us to celebrate really every birthday and most events as a new adventure. But I thought that I would start my toast to you, Mom, with what I know about your parents. Mom's parents were idealists in Russia. They had to leave Russia for the conviction they had for their ideals. Come first to the United States and then to Canada. And so they were immigrants, which I can't imagine how difficult that would be. And then immigrants in a new country with a new language, where they made a life. And from what I'm told, they made that with a lot of hard work, a real respect for discipline, family values, and I've heard the stories about your dad sitting at the head of the table, stern-faced. Dottie, you must keep your word. Back to the post office with you. Yeah. But I think from my perspective, Mom has carried that legacy forward and improved on it. Certainly her career at Oxford Picture Frame, the company her parents started, was, in my experience, filled with hard work. And she kind of embraced style through the gift shows. She had, I suspect she had a conviction that you had to know what you've got, because she did inventory for years. You've got to show it with style, because she did the gift shows for years. And you got to get paid what you're owed, because she did collections for years.
She's still there.
Still doing it.
And then when her career with Oxford was gone, she committed herself really with equal energy to charitable work, to giving back. And she always gave back. When I was a child, I remember her adopted children that she had in parts of the world that I had never heard of before. She's always given tzedakah. And she taught us all the joy and the value in giving, and she's now teaching her grandchildren about tzedakah every Friday night when they remember. So this legacy of idealism, independence, of hard work, carried on. It's a legacy that we were all taught, Molly and Brian and I. For posterity's sake, that's my nephew, Sebastian. He'll remember. He'll watch this when he's 20 and say, "Oh my God." I made some notes which I probably should refer to now.
No, it's enough already.
Well, there's more, Mom.
best, it'll be 20.
That's right. Uncle Wally has heckled me for many, many years.
Yeah, well, with your mother. That's
That's
enough.
right. It's a tradition. He also perseveres.
Enough.
Well, I have to now pad time because Molly's going to make remarks. So, Mom, for your independence, your lessons that not only every birthday, but every day can be a new adventure, for your lessons of integrity, how important it is to keep your word, for all that you've given to us, and now that we give to our children, your granddaughter who's 12 years old and embarking on her first big adventure.
And I'm pretty scared about that.
From generation to generation, and to you, l'chaim.
Thank you.
So, 75 years of Dorothy. How wonderful. How exquisite. How inspiring. How accomplished. I get emotional. How professional. How giving. How sophisticated. How loving. How creative. How whimsical. How athletic. How fortunate we all are to know Dorothy, or Mum to us. Mum has always been my role model. It's really no surprise that as a little girl, at 5 years old, I was walking around saying that I wasn't going to get married until I was 35 and my career was well established. And then at 7, I had decided I was going to be a medical doctor. Well, some things changed, but Mum instilled in me the importance of being independent in mind and in spirit. Mum's active role in the community carried over into our home. I remember walking through the neighborhood, selling books to raise money for charity. And we adopted Mom's love of the arts, sweetie, by pretending to have an art gallery in our home. Brian was the artist in residence. And, of course, our sales, the proceeds of our sales, went to ORT. Mom's tremendous involvement and dedication in ORT made sense because it was about education and independence, two values that Mom continues to uphold and practice, and sometimes Dad doesn't always appreciate Mom's practicing her drumming. But at least it's not singing. And thank goodness Richard married Fern. The arts have played such an important role in Mom's life. Through Richard's dedicated playwright years, to Mom's support of the Native community, to her dedicated years and years at Oxford, to her turnaround management of the Koffler Center of the Arts. 75 years of Dorothy. How incredible. How delightful. How lucky we all are. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Here's the inspiration.
Are you with me? We have one more speech before you. Not so fast.
My turn. Oh my goodness.
Videotaping.
My feet hurt.
Mommy, okay?
Great shoes.
Did you keep of mommy?
That's mine, right?
I'm standing.
Go closer to mommy.
Dorothy, you raised the bar.
Wait, they have a picture.
Come stage.
you've never looked your age. I remember, and probably many of you who here remember, on your 50th birthday, when people came through the door, I
Go
remember
post
picturing
the grandma
Jeff
right there.
Salzberg coming in and saying, 50? This isn't 50? And you did your little twirl around. That's what 50 was. And now you can do it again. This is what 75! And I just like to say a little bit about love. You've heard, all of you know, about Dorothy's involvement in community and what you've done creatively and your dedication and leadership in the community, and fittingly, you were elected or nominated or chosen as Woman of the Year. So I think it's clear that the community loves you, Dorothy. And then your family around in all the faces and the bonds that you have so diligently worked at all the years to keep the bonds in the family together. And I know the family loves you. You can say it if you want, everything loves you. And your friends around who you have invested. And your friends which are freely chosen and freely love you and freely are with you, and you choose us freely and we stay. Your friends, we love you.
If you want.
That's me
Mom,
too.
corner over there.
I'll take a picture of her. No, but Daddy, I want to.
And I think you all know I love parties. So I want to start by thanking Molly and Kevin, Richard and Fern and Brian, who was in San Francisco this very moment, feeling guilty, I hope. I'm sure he is.
There she is. Come on, Daddy,
I want to
picture
thank
now.
you all for this delightful afternoon. And as Esme pointed out, these are a few special friends and my family. And you're all very important to me. I guess when somebody becomes 75, it's appropriate
Can I go with
to
Mommy?
reflect on life. The only thing is, I don't like looking backwards. I'm very much happier planning today and tomorrow. So forgive me if I don't tell you how much I've learned over these past 75 years, because the truth
Over
is
there?
I haven't learned much. So I'm going to tell you about my plans for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. I'm going to travel more. I'm going to take more trips to New York City, which I adore. I'm going to go to Australia and New Zealand and places I haven't even thought of yet. I'm going to listen to more Verdi and Puccini and Mozart and Mahler and Tchaikovsky and Beethoven. I'm going to be thrilled by great live theater. And I'm going to watch Heather in all her movies. And I'm going to be moved by great painting and sculpture. And I hope to get to read some of the novels stacked on my bedside. There must be 200 there. Slowly going through them. And more poetry and more history. And I'm going to laugh with my grandchildren. And I'm going to take Emerson to Disney World when he turns 5. That's you.
That's you. He says you're taking me to Disney World.
And then I'm going to be around to take Sebastian when he turns 5. And I'm going to...
Don't forget Brian's kids.
...by my children's wonderful accomplishments.
Come on, Daddy, I
And I
want to get
hope
out of
to
here.
comfort them when they're feeling sad. And I'm going to
Come on.
Oh, I have to stay.
go to stretch class with Rebecca.
How come?
But first, I'm going to have coffee and bagel with Beatrice.
Come on.
They just videotape
And I
that.
want Esme and Ellie always close to me. wherever they are and wherever I am. And I want Harriet to come for Friday night dinner, and I want to share a room with her in Tel Aviv at least once or twice a game. And I want to go to the Metropolitan Opera with Dorothy and Noah. And I want to have exciting, unusual dinners and dinner parties with Shaheen and Joe. And with Sheila, I want to go shopping in the West Palm Beach. And I want to walk someplace exciting with Irving. And I want each and every one of you to give me a new experience, starting right now and right here. Thank you all for
Well, that's it. Ready?
Okay, come on.
Okay.